pre-sale on, I think it was Friday night or Saturday. I've lost track, to be honest. But this is our olive complex. First time ever. It actually just launched in March, so just a few months ago, it appeared on television for the very first time. As always, Andrew hears your feedback and he loves your feedback. A lot of you had been asking for an olive product, and here it is with, you know, the amazing olive tree, amongst the longest lived plants on the planet. It's a great foundation and a great start for what is an amazing product. We'll dive into it. Obviously, really limited timing, only 5 minutes or so. Pricing that's expiring looks as follows. The 60 caps, the 180, or the 360, that's where the pricing would be tomorrow. That size is only available today. It represents the best value. And as you can see, you typically spend $134.90. It's $69.90 and saves you $65. Andrew, a tremendous response to a product that I know has been really a long time coming.
Well, it was a difficult product to create. What we were trying to do with this product is take the standardized ingredients from, say, olive oil. Olive oil contains protective compounds. What makes olive oil special isn't really the oil. Yes, it contains monounsaturates, it doesn't contain high levels of saturated fats and things like that, but that's not what makes olive oil special. What makes olive oil special is really the taste. And why does olive oil taste so good? It's the polyphenols, it's the protective compounds. I've always talked about how the two things in nature that give us protection generally in the foods we eat, it's colorful foods or it's foods with pungent flavors. It's spices, things like turmeric, garlic, those are things that have pungent benefits. Oregano, all these spices. I have a product called Spice of Life that has standardized extracts of spices. So when we look at foods, we're often looking at foods with unique flavors that have unique levels of protective compounds. That's what makes olive oil special. So to extract those components from olive oil is impossible. It's present in a few hundred parts per million in even the best olive oil. So you can't get it from olive oil, but you can get it from olive leaf and olive fruit. But you have to find a reliable, standardized crop from which to get that olive fruit and olive leaves. We've been able to do that by going to Spain. It took us a couple of decades to figure this out. But with this product, and mind you, we test the materials when they come into our factory. We then test the capsules after we make the product to make sure that every capsule contains the levels of standardized ingredients. To give you an idea, as I said, olive oil contains parts per million, which is basically micrograms. There's a million grams, there's a million micrograms in a gram. So if you're looking at a gram of olive oil, there's only a few hundred micrograms of the protective compounds. Each capsule, and each capsule is only a few hundred milligrams, less than a gram, but each capsule contains over 50,000 micrograms. So a few hundred grams versus 50,000 micrograms. A few hundred micrograms versus 50,000 micrograms. So it's really orders of magnitude more potent. And that's what makes this special, that finally we've arrived at a way to give you the protective compounds that normally would exclusively come from olive oil, and you're getting those protective compounds in a soft, small, easy to swallow capsule. And one of the foundational components of the Mediterranean diet are the protective compounds present in olive oil. So this is a way, even if you're not using olive oil, and I know I use olive oil all the time at home. Even when I put a tablespoon of olive oil in Lincoln and Marcel's food every time they eat. And if you were in the kitchen watching me make their food, you'd watch me take the bottle and just take a swig of it. That's how healthy and beneficial I think olive oil is. And with this capsule, you're getting those incredible, for extremely affordably, you're getting those protective compounds.
And when you look at the list, and when I wrote down here, you know, Andrew talks about the studies, and obviously we look at and think about and consider all the research that goes into manufacturing and creating, formulating a product like this. But the studies that have shown that olive consumption can be associated with so many things: healthy cardiovascular, metabolic, cellular, and cognitive function, as well as general well-being. We know that to be true. So this is a fabulous new discovery, an opportunity for you to try it at the lowest price of the year. I know we are racing through our hour. We're going to squeeze in a lot of things to share with you. This is our third and final of our today's specials in those 3 sizes. Andrew, any final words before we wrap up Olive Complex?
Just that if you're someone that understands the benefits of following a Mediterranean diet, and perhaps it's not easy to do so because it might require you to make some of the fundamental changes in how you eat, and you might not want to do that, then at least you can embrace the protective compounds from that diet with this simple capsule. So that's why, whether or not you might be eating keto, you might be eating carnivore or something like that, it doesn't mean that you have to give up your opportunity to enjoy the benefits of the protective compounds from olives.
Thank you for shopping with us on that today's special. Don't forget to leave a review. The reviews are already pouring in, even though it just launched in March.